All right, good morning, y'all. About to get set up out here. Let's see. It's really nice this morning. I put on the hoodie and another thick shirt underneath it, and I'm about to have to get rid of one of them. But it started off about 45. Well, when I woke up this morning, it was in the upper 40s, but it's warming up quick. It's supposed to get up to mid 70s today, but we had a little cold front just come through, and I think it's about played out. It's about to warm back up a little bit. But anyway, we got some shad. Not enough coffee yet. We've got some shad and some live bluegill for bait. Probably gonna mix it up a little bit, but for sure, see, I'm gonna put a live bluegill underneath this bobber. But all right, I'm gonna get some rod holders in. We'll get some bait in the water, and maybe I can find my words better. All right, we're gonna put this guy out there. He's still lively. All right, I'm gonna hook him. Oh, let's do that. Okay. All right. I got this just set for 2.5, 3 foot deep. I got me some shad cut up there, but I'm gonna go ahead and pitch this guy out in this shallow water. Those rods aren't baited out yet. I stuck them out there far apart, making sure everything's in frame for my tripod camera. But there we go. There was a couple times out here last year I'd fish out here, and this is where I'd catch all my fish on my bobber rod, maybe a bottom rod. But you got shallow water right here. You've got a creek that goes back up in there, and it comes out and drops off into about 30 foot water into a old creek channel that runs right along the bluff here. So you got a variety of things here to keep fish around, or to draw fish or hold fish. And I've already seen some shad and what looks like some white bass, sand bass jumping out here. And I brought a rod. I may throw around and mess with them too. But all right, let's get these other ones baited out. All right, well, let's start getting them out here. I'm gonna put a couple over here in the, yeah, there's deeper water. Last time I was out there in a boat, it was about 30 feet, give or take a few foot. But yeah, it's pretty deep. One of the deepest, maybe the deepest bank fishing spot that I can get to. But we're gonna spread these out here. And then the other two, I'm gonna drop one just right in the mouth of the creek, and one back up in there just a little bit. All right, y'all. It's gonna be a really nice day. Hopefully we can sit here and catch some fish. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of this bait out, and we'll see how we do. All right, y'all, we got bait out there. My bobber had already drifted up here. I had to put it back out there, but yeah, we got 4 pieces of shad. My bluegill aren't looking very good, so they may end up being cut bait. I forgot my bubble box. I usually keep it in the toolbox of my truck, but I took it out for one reason or another. But anyway, let's wait around and see what happens. Oh, That's the, oh, and then he come off. I was about to say, that's the third time he's made me get up. Now, if I don't hurry, I'm gonna get hung up. There's a lot of rocks there along that ledge. Gar, that's what we'll blame it on. Well, you know, I got plenty. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a fresh piece of bait. Dadgummit. Well, we've been here about 30 minutes. I've had a couple of, I had a takedown earlier. I didn't get too fast enough, and then that missed. So there's something going on out there. I'll stick around a little while longer. How did I miss that? It's still coming slack, like it might have picked it up. Did I miss it? Yeah, I missed it. Dadgummit. Dang, that's twice though on this one. My hook, it's not dinged or nothing, but it don't feel super sharp. I'm gonna hit it with my hook sharpener a little bit. Let's see. When you reel them in places like this, they kind of bounce off of these rocks and stuff like that. You gotta keep an eye on them. But yeah, I'm gonna hit that with a hook sharpener and see what I can do with it. If nothing else, I'll just put a new one on. All right, dang it. My bobber just went under over there, y'all. I was reeling this one in to move it, and my bobber's gone. Bobber's gone. Line's going tight and everything. Oh, it popped back up. Oh, he's still fooling with it. Let's see. Well, he's still got it. We got him. Not as big as I was dreaming. I had that live bluegill on there, but he wasn't very big. I figured something would get him after a while. Yeah, I just missed another fish. And I checked the hook and sharpened it up a little bit right out here, and I've really not got much action over here, so I was gonna move this rod over there. I don't feel like moving around. I just kind of want to sit here and relax. It's really nice out here, but well, finally got our first fish. It took us about an hour, but it was exciting to see that bobber go under. All right, pitch that little guy back. I think my bluegill are about gone. I'm gonna just use cut bait on here, but I'm gonna go ahead and move that other one first. But all right, well, first fish down. Shoot, yeah. All right, yeah, I don't feel like moving around. I'm gonna sit here and just catch what I catch. Usually around this place, I can find a few fish. Sometimes they're all right out here in this shallow stuff with the bobber. And sometimes off the point there, sometimes they're out here. Sometimes I got to pack up and move down to the other end. But I'm pretty comfortable right here. This is nice. So we're just going to sit here. Maybe catch us a few more. All right, I'm going to get my bobber back out there. I'm excited about that now. Usually I always catch 2 or 3 out there. All right. It's gone. And we got him. Oh shoot. Have a fit out there. Oh, did he come off? Or is he just, no, he's just coming to me. I went ahead and that one I had thrown out there towards that point, I threw it over here in some shallower water. Just moving the baits around. A lot of times I come out here though, it's the bobber. I need to just come out here one day. There's a couple spots over there you can fish. You come out here one day with just a couple bobbers. Sounds fun. Fat little channel. Yeah, that'd be a good eater right there. Yep. Chunky cat. All right. Just pitch him right there. All right, buddy. Heck yeah. Yeah, it's about time to do some bluegill fishing. I didn't do as much last year. We got a pretty good lake over there for it. I drug my old flat bottom out yesterday and cleaned all the leaves and junk out of it. I had tore the floor out of it and was going to replace it, but after I tore the floor out, I thought, I don't need no floor. So just throw my trolling motor and battery in it and go get after it. And that's what I plan to do tomorrow, which usually I go out there and I use something, an underspin or something like that sometimes, and I'll catch bluegill, reddy, and crappie. But I don't know, it's sure fun to go out there with some red worms and a bobber and try to find them on bed somewhere. Anyway, I want to get some more bait on this and keep after these. This is fun too. All right. Alright, y'all, I went ahead and moved down the shoreline a little bit. I want to put a couple over here, kind of the same thing. Couple over here in the shallow water, a couple out here in the deeper water. Probably going to lose some tackle down here. I get hung up down here so much. But, fingers crossed, I guess. But hopefully we can pull a few fish out of here. So let's see. Let's get that bait in there. Oh, shoot. Alright, well, I got all the bait in, and there's already been some thumping. And I can't make up my mind on whether I need a hoodie or not. Yeah, while I was putting these two out, one of them down there just laid over. And that was all it did. Nothing else happened. Probably stole my bait. I'll check in a minute if it don't move. Don't get any more bites. Alright. Guess we'll see how we do here. Well, broke off the first one. Just the hook though. Yeah, right on top of that rock ledge out there's terrible. So it's better really to go off to this side and onto the flat, or which off over here is not a whole lot better. That's probably where I need to float the bobber, huh? I might try that before I rig this one back up. All right, yeah, I got this set about as shallow as I can set it. It's probably a couple feet. I want to throw it out there and let it float around, see if I can't hang it up too. All right. There's this one getting attacked. And slacked. Kind of looks like it's swimming to the left. Oh, there it went. Oh. Okay, there we go. Got it. Had to be patient. Turn around and look at my other rods. The good thing about these rod holders, takedown rod holders, I don't have to worry about them. fish might hook itself at the worst. Yeah. Little blue cat. Not a terrible one either. Well, he's fat. All right, well, he's no monster, but best one of the morning. He'd make a monstrous catfish sandwich. But all right, just gonna turn them loose. All right, I'll drop you right out there, buddy. Okay, there he goes. Well, I feel like my bobber out there is probably already hung up. It's not, yeah, it's moved a little bit. Not as much as I thought it would, so I could be wrong. That happens sometimes. But my best bet's probably just leave it alone until something eats it. Because right out there where I got it, it might not be 2 foot deep. All right, get this one back out there in the shallow muck. Oh, something just popped that old bobber under. There's something, its tail sticking up. Look like a buffalo. I've seen some fish coming up here shallow. Yeah, something popped that bobber and then it just went on, left it alone. Wonder if we can see that fish. I don't know if y'all can see it. You might see it when we scare it off. There it is right there. Yeah, I think it's a buffalo or a carp. Right out there's another one. I need to try fishing for those. That looks like a lot of fun. I catch carp sometimes if I'm like using worms or something. I'll catch a carp and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, there's, looks like buffalo to me. That one over there too. All right, well shoot, boy, that bobber popped down and then it popped right back up. I guess he didn't like it. All right, well, at least we got to see some cool fish. I threw my bobber over here in this shallow stuff and it's already gone. Oh, come here. And one of my rods back behind me just went slack too. I turned to walk towards it and then I looked back, my bobber was gone. I just threw it out there too. Yeah, buddy. Look back there. Yeah, that line's slack as can be. Probably ain't nothing on it. All right. All right. Fish number 4, I think. Scrappy little channel cat. Yeah, buddy. All right. Let's go turn him loose. All right, buddy. Ow. Get out there. All right, I get interested in history stuff, so I'm gonna give y'all a real quick history on this spot here. I've heard it called lots of different things, but or a few different things, but I've always known it called the Old Star Bridge. Before the lake was put in, the dam was built and the bottom land was flooded. There was a creek right here. That's why it's so deep, right off the edge here. But it was a Sandboy Creek. But there, yeah, there's remnants. There's some, you know, rocks there, concreted, cemented together. There's some old slabs of concrete there, some rebar and stuff. But yeah, it used to be a bridge here across the creek, and my grandparents just lived right over here on top of a hill. But walk down the hill to the lake, And there's a place we used to fish when I was a kid. We called the old house place, because there used to be an old house there. And I'm pretty sure, I think that's what my dad told me. My grandpa used to live down there when all this was bottom land, and they probably did some work in the bottoms and stuff like that. I'm sure a lot of people around here did. But when the lake was flooded, you know, it flooded all that. When the dam was built, y'all probably can't see it back over there, but my grandpa, he worked on that too. He was employed there during the construction. But I don't know, I just get interested in stuff like that and thought I'd share that. But I think it's pretty cool. But anyway, I think I might have caught all the fish that were over here. I caught them 3 pretty quick. Lost one. Probably gonna move my bobber around some more. As soon as I threw it over here, caught that fish a while ago. So I may move it somewhere else here in a few minutes. We'll see. But, all right, staying with them. All right, well, we didn't catch a ton of fish today. I had a good time, but I think if I'd have just come out here with a couple of bobber rigs, I would have probably done a lot better. But you just got to get out here and find out what's working. I may do that tomorrow or the next day. Sounds like a lot of fun. But all right, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope y'all enjoy the video. If so, hit that thumbs up button for me. Y'all want to see more, hit subscribe. Thank y'all.